So, we talked to you the other day, but now that you're kind of into that preparation for the final game, what has kind of been your message to guys around you?
Finishing the season with a win. You know what I mean? Going into the offseason with a win. It's a division opponent. We still got work to do. You know what I'm saying? I mean, it's another game on the schedule, and we're all here. We're all professionals, and we got to do our job, and that's to win the ball game.
How do you deal through your years? As close-knit as teams and rosters are, there's always change. How do you deal with that every year?
Yeah, I mean, it is tough. You know what I'm saying? Every team's not going to be the same every year. You continue to develop those relationships, and it starts in the off season. You know what I mean? When you're starting off with a new team each and every year, it starts in the OTAs, building that chemistry, that trust amongst one another. So, that's part of the game. It's part of the business, you know what I'm saying? It's the quick turnover every year, guys in and out. And, you got to, the good teams develop that chemistry early and continue to build that chemistry and that trust with one another throughout the season.
Well, I know obviously you want to win every year of your career, but when you get older and you start getting to that latter stage of your career, does the urgency not change, but how do you feel about just trying to win and win big?
Obviously, me in my position, I want to win. I've been to the big dance before, fell short of it, but my goal, I know this team's goal every year is to make the playoffs, and just past couple of years we fell short. Some key plays, moments throughout each and every season that we wish we had back, and those key moments and plays, you know what I mean? We win the ball game, and we're in the playoffs. So that feeling of being so close but so far, it's frustrating.
To be 4 years removed from the playoffs, is that feeling grown more, or is it the same every year?
Nah, it's definitely grown. You know what I mean? You get that itch. You know what I'm saying? Each and every year. 4 years in a row, like you said, not being able to make the playoffs. You get a little uneasy. You try to self-reflect, and that's what I do every offseason on, what I can do to better myself for this team, to get us over that hump. And I promise you that this offseason I'm going to be doing the same thing. You know what I mean? I know, as long as you put in the work, it's going to come into fruition, and, that's what I'm going to do.
Last offseason, the goal was just keep everybody together, everybody's a running back. This core has been together a long time. Can a group run its course? You're not the general manager, but I'm just wondering, just as you look from the outside or inside out.
Yeah, it's a great question. This core group has been together a long time, and we're all talented. You know what I'm saying? In our own aspects, in our own ways, amongst our positions, and I just feel like. We got to challenge each and every one of us to elevate our game, our leadership, everything to a whole nother level. Because obviously what's going on isn't getting us over that hump, and so each and every single one of us needs to self-reflect, and the type of leader, the player, teammate that we want to be, and to help elevate this team.
Do you guys need to be more aggressive to add around the core?
I'm not the general manager, but. Sure. In the off season, we look to better the team, and if there's guys out there that can, we can bring in to help elevate the team, that would be a great addition.
Bucky, you signed your extension, so it probably answers my question. But do you trust ownership, leadership here?
I wouldn't be here if I didn't.
Quentin Nelson made the Pro Bowl every year of his career. Just what do you admire about his consistency?
Yeah, that's the key word, consistency. You know what I'm saying? I know the type of player and the person Q is, and he puts in his work each and every off season. Throughout the season, put in extra, OT and extra work, and it's coming into fruition each and every year. And it's been fun to see his career grow the way it is. Through the ups and downs of, whether the team's doing well. I know Q's going to show up each and every day, and he's going to do his job at a high level. And I'm just very excited for him, JT and Zaire, for making the Pro Bowl. So it's great for them, and it's exciting to see even the future of the some of the young guys that we have in the locker room that have those personal goals, and I'm sure they're going to reach them one day.
Are you disappointed you didn't make it? Here you are again with a good season and nothing.
Yeah, I mean, that's tough. You know what I mean? That's definitely one of my personal goals each and every year. I mean, I knew it was going to, be a long shot, missing essentially 6 games throughout the season. But, I mean, it is what it is. You know what I mean? That's just the cards that were drawn for me this year. And, like I said, I'm going to go into the off season. I'm going to put the work in. I'm going to show everybody that I'm still one of the top D tackles in this league, and that I can be denied. So.
Are you fairly healthy now?
Yeah. Fairly healthy for everything, all the stuff that's happened throughout the season. So
there's not like, we're not going to find out that you got like a dislocated elbow or something.
No. It's I've been dealing with nicks and dings, but like anybody else, I ain't got nothing, that's going to surprise you guys after the season. So I've been fairly lucky after dealing with the ankle injury in the back. So
you when you think about when you get to this age, you obviously you think about the future, but like, you see yourself playing for the foreseeable future?
You mean like
do you envision yourself playing like as long as you can?
Oh yeah, I'm I still love this game. I put everything into this game. I told my wife, the day report day comes around for training camp or OTAs, and I'm not jumping with joy or I'm not excited or antsy, let me know, because that's the day when I know I need to retire. You know what I'm saying? I don't have the love for the game anymore. But yeah, I mean, each and every off season I take a couple weeks off and I hit the grind again. And to me, that's probably one of the best times of the year. You know what I'm saying? When you're away from the game and just putting in that work. That's all the time that I have time to self-reflect and put the work in, knowing that it's all when the season comes, I'll be able to make my deposits.
Defensive tackle is one of those positions where guys do play later into their 30s, maybe compared to other positions. I don't know if you've thought about it, but like, why do you think that might be?
To be honest, I'm not sure. But we definitely have a track record of some guys being able to play for a very long time. And, 15, 17 years, that might be that'll be a stretch for me personally. But I know it might be a stretch for my wife too. She's gonna be, asking me to retire each and every single day. I know if I get to that point, but yeah, I mean, I think it's just a personal choice and how your body feels and how you're doing mentally. And if the guys still love the game, I mean, why not continue to play?
So, from your perspective, would it be like something where you want to be able to decide on your own? Like, would you go to like the wheels fall off, or you like? Nah,
I just want to be able to decide on my own. Talking with a couple guys that I know, and this NFL career is it's like a train. You know what I'm saying? You get on it. Sometimes you might get thrown off the train, but I want to be the one to be able to pull that lever and tell them, when I want to get off. So I want to be able to go out on my own regard.
I guess first off, Pro Bowl, is that meaningful to you?
I mean, it definitely is. It's just, words are hard to come by. It's a lot of things are hard to come by in this league. So anytime you get a chance to represent, your team, the organization, in another event where other people are doing the same, I mean, it is meaningful.
JT, what's the balance of you having like the individual accolade and obviously the team hasn't got to where you need to go?
It sucks because everybody wants to play to be the best. They want to play to win. And when both of those things don't happen simultaneously, it's almost like bittersweet. Like you mentioned, you may have some individual accolades, but then you realize the one main goal that you wanted is not in sight right now. So it's bittersweet. Like I mentioned, anytime that you have a chance, I'm not only representing an organization or the name on the back of my jersey, but also the rest of the guys. The guys up front, the tight ends, the receivers, people who help me make the plays in order to receive that Pro Bowl vote.
On the sweet side, I mean, you had a lot of offensive line changes, but you look up and over 1,000 yards in a Pro Bowl selection. So how much respect and appreciation do you have for those guys who kind of went through this with you?
I do, and I think I mentioned this before. It's like when they have different guys up front, they're communicating in a different way, and then now the backfield is trying to figure out how to communicate with that new group. So I think it just shows a testament to our communication, our work throughout each and every single week, no matter who was up front, on how can we get it done, how can we do it at a high level in order to win games.
Hughes made the Pro Bowl for 7 straight years. Why has he been able to have that consistency?
You get a couple of guys. You get a couple guys, and they only come around every now and then. But from day one, they really came into the NFL league ready. Their preparation, their routine, their discipline, and they just find a way to keep getting better. Some way, somehow, they find a way to keep getting better. And if you think about like a guy on the defensive side, like a DeForest Buckner, those are like NFL standard, like golden models of like what it means to be a true pro. And the fact that we have Quentin Nelson, he's a Jersey guy as well. I'm just happy to be on a team with him. I'm proud of the way he's fought. Like I mentioned, he's like a gold standard.
JT, what do you guys need to get over the hump?
Number one, first, well, at the end of the day, you got to get in. I mean, if we talk about, setting a certain standard and wanting to be one of those teams that's in the postseason, you got to get into the postseason. And that comes from, of course, starting in the offseason individually, but then it comes a point in time where you have to bring that all together as a group, as a whole, offense, defense, special teams, through OTAs, through training camp, and then throughout the season. It's going to be ups and downs. It's the game of football. It's a physical sport, but those great teams, they find a way to fight through adversity throughout the season, no matter the situation.
I know this is a bit off topic, but we talked about running backs a few weeks ago. Obviously, you've had a great season. You've seen Derrick Henry, Saquon Barkley, probably could have got the record if he played. What do you think about just, the clap back that some of you have had about the running back market and the value you all have in this league?
I think it just shows not only the value that the position holds, but the value that certain players hold. I know that, in previous off seasons, there were a couple of those guys who kind of weren't being valued and kind of felt as though the team didn't value them. And I'm excited, though, that they were able to get a breath of fresh air, but then being able to showcase their talent and show that they were elite guys, elite players in this league. So I think it's awesome. And I think it shows a lot of the younger backs that if you just stay continuing to work on your craft, find some way to get better each and every single day, each and every single year, the sky is the limit.
Last year, Shane, was his first season. Obviously, you guys improved by a lot of wins last year, and you got a lot of praise for that. This has been a different year, a tougher year maybe. What have you observed about him navigating through all of this? I don't know, anything you observed about him this season?
Number one, him just trying to find a way to keep football the main thing. Like I mentioned, there's a lot of ups and downs throughout the season, and his main goal has always just tried to be, how can I just keep everybody focused on blocking out the outside noise, because we have a job to do each and every single week. We got to go and win. And I think that's something that he's done a very good job of navigating is, hey, guys, no matter what happens, there's going to be noise outside, but you need to focus each and every single week, because either we're going into somebody's place or someone's coming into our house in order to kick the door in, and they're trying to beat us, and that's what we cannot let happen.
Is the challenge a little bit different this week because you don't have as much to play for, and you kind of keep that same focus?
No, because then when you just look at it, even though the main goal may not be attainable just due to the circumstances, then it just comes down to the players. Like, what type of players do you have in the building? Do you have players that, they want to go out there and compete and be the best? Every time they have a chance to go out and show the world, hey, I'm one of the best in the world at my position. We're one of the best teams in the world. You want to go out there and you want to showcase that. And I think that's our mentality right now. We're going to go and showcase. It's a division opponent, and they're coming in our house trying to kick in the door for the last game of the year to bring in the new year. And we know we can't allow that.